Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Roman Wilson reels it in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go now.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
60 Maverick.
Now Milton to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
Panther 11. Mustang 19. Go.
To throw, Milton. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
60.
Milton now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot. Big 13. Dot.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Then lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
11 MT, take. It's your set. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11. 11. Dot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
On 2, ready?
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
11 MT. Here we go. Dot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass it downfield. It's Chase. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
Here we go. 11. Dot.
Burrow from the gun. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Nice hot.
Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
12. Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right 80. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Bengals first down. A gain of 11 on
11 mighty. 11 can.
Cincinnati.
Can. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
Stop.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. 30. He's at the 10. And to the house he goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
11 MT tank. Stop.
Here's Brown to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Give on 2nd. It's Brown. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Manages a gain of 3 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action passing similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow now on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. What is that? 11.
Higgins, the man in motion right. Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Hits his running back, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down, and that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. To the air again, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Brown on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals start to fight back with their first points of this game. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10.
Hot 70.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Wilson on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
That's brought in. It's his back, Rashawn Smith. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Get it. Ready.
Here's Milton. That's caught for the first. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Quickly on the slant. Then they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Hey, Crash, come 19, come 19, let's go.
Milton now. Same guy, Wilson again. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Setting up, second and goal.
Ready.
Here's a design run. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Here we go. 180. Lights up. 12. That.
On first down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
180. That.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
11 Thomas. 180. Lights up. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at fourth and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. The punt heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
60 Bison.
He's back to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Got 11. 180. 11, 12. Got.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down. We've set it downs from the 37.
Here we go. Right 80. Got.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
On 1, ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
11. Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Man in motion here. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here we go. Right 80. Got.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Flush down out to his left. Now here he goes. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Bengals 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Gun.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Burrow from the gun. Completed to his running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing is Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Into the house he goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 18.
Bengals 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11. Here we go. 180. Stop.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
That's good.
Here we go.
1st down.
180. Stop.
Working now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Stop. Stop.
Burrow on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Bengals. 1st down.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First down from the 42.
11. 11. 12. 12. Gun. 11 MT. Take. Stop. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
11. Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they take him down right along the 30.
Second.
Offense up to the line fast.
12. 11.
Burrow now on 1st down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jamel Dean makes the play. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. Into the house it goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
On 2.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow setting the throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
One play action here. Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First down.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. Dot. 11, MT, tape. 11, MT, tape. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. To the right side and wheeled in by Chase. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, maybe to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down.
Gun, gun. Dot. Dot. 180. It's hot. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And they pick him off again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Hits him on the in route. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. He gets 22 out of that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go now. Go.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that. Pickup of 12.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers ready to move to a perfect 10-0. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Shot.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. It is caught left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let go.
They're going to pass it here. It is knocked away. Shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Keeps away from one. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and goal at the 1 yard.
Smith can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they'll be left with third and goal.
Ready.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. And he's not gonna get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it fourth and goal. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's gonna be their first. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on fourth and goal. They're going to try to throw for it. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the fourth. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Start. 180. Race up. Start.
Burrow on the play action. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
First down, Burrow to throw.
And the Bengals first down.
Finds him on the crossing route. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Burrow out of the shotgun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
180. MT. 12.
On third down, here's Burrow. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Here we go. 11-11. Behind. Behind.
One final shot here. Pass it downfield. It's Chase. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.